Welcome everybody to another episode of Into the Comiverse. This is Tony, and hopefully this is going out. I'm trying a new streaming service thing, and welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome everybody to another. We'll see how it's going out. I did this kind of early. I'm trying Restream for a change to see how things go, and so just see how things are going. And so, welcome. It's been a minute since I did a live stream, and we may have some guests later on. I sent some links. Hopefully, this all will work out. So, I hope everybody's doing all right. Me, it's been pretty cool. I've been working at Nestle for the last month now, 40 days or so, and just chilling, man. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday afternoon. I don't think we have anybody in the comments just yet. No. So like I said, this is all still a work in progress. I'm still working on all this. How you doing? How you doing, brother Tim? Hope everything's going well. And welcome to the show. Or how you doing, Robert Pops, Grandpa Springs? I hope everything's doing well with you. So I'm gonna, while we're waiting on some guests, hopefully that'll pop up. I'm gonna show some books I picked up this week for New Comic Book Day. First off, we have Ultimate Spider-Man issue 21. I haven't been reading it, although I need to. I know the series is about to come to an end soon, so that's pretty cool. Got this nice Delado. No. Libra Mayho, Amazing Spider-Man, Amazing Visions variant cover for issue 12. There we go. Pretty cool. Got a couple of issues of Batman Deadpool #1. This is the Crypto Jeff the Landshark cover. And this is a homage to Hulk 340, Batman and Deadpool. Next up, we have The Deadly Tales of Gunslinger #9. And from the Energon universe, we have G.I. Joe issue 11. The Baroness is about to have a bad day. Major Blood looks like he's fixing to stab her in the eye. I haven't read any of these yet. Pretty cool. Pretty cool covers, anyways. Got Void Rivals. Void Rivals has been a very consistent series. Of course, they launched the Energon series, the universe where we got Transformers and G.I. Joe. It's been really cool so far. Now, I went down to Mark Spears' rabbit hole, and I picked up issue 1. I don't remember what print this is. I think it was like a 5th print. Issue 3, I believe this was a 2nd print. Just in time for Halloween or spooky season, as they say. Issue 4. And then the new issues, we got issue 7 with the Hessian or Headless Horseman. How you doing, Kenneth Bird? I hope everything's going well with you. Hi to everyone who is here tonight. Next up, we have this a Monsters issue 7. This is a homage to the Halloween 2 movie poster. That's pretty cool. They got another one for Halloween 3. Didn't come in yet, so I mean, I'm looking forward to that. And then the last pickup for this week is also Mark Spears issue #7 with this nice witch cover. How you doing, Matt?
Hello. I'm late.
Man, hey, better late than never. I'm trying this Restream, okay, because I'm trying new alternatives to pay instead of paying $50 a month to StreamYard. But it's a hell of a learning curve, dude. There's no place right now where I can like show cool video clips and shit like that. But I mean, I can put up pictures, you know. But so it's already gotten some strikes so far. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep paying $44 or whatever. I guess I don't know. I'm
You
used to
know,
it
and
now. It's too late.
see, that's the thing. Yeah, StreamYards, like you said, is $44 a month. But we're all like, by now, all of us that's been using it are like really, really good at it. So I guess going to another service is kind of hard. But I mean, but in the grander scheme of things, you're right. I mean, I may end up going back to StreamYard as well. But like I said, I wanted to try everything out and give it a shot, you know. But I just showed off what I
It's
picked
worth a
up from.
shot.
Yeah, I just showed off what I picked up from New Comic Book Day, and I'm going to show off something else real quick for y'all. Um, I picked this up. This is my latest Transformers acquisition, which is a G1 Devastator. This is a reissue, but it's all the Constructicons. And one of these days, I'm going to actually take it out of the box and make it complete. But yeah, man. So how things going with you, man?
Oh, pretty good. I think I've been on live on YouTube for like I, I was out 30 minutes, but I was on Razor Show at 2 o'clock. I left there at 4:30, and then I came on here, and then I guess after this I'll be on the Mad Spidey show
Yeah,
later.
you know that's one of the that's one of the reasons why. You know, of course, one of the reasons why I decided to go on Saturdays at 4 was because I mean this used to be DVH's time for the Parliament of Mouths, but I figured if I go on at 4, maybe he could show up. I know he's busy tonight; he's doing family stuff, which is cool because you know family always comes first. So you know, a little family time never hurts. But also, I always noticed that when I came on at 6 p.m. my time, I was always it's the same time Mad Spidey was on, and I was like, I don't want to do. I ain't gonna compete with Mad Spidey. Hell, I'll lose every time. But as
Yeah, I try not to get mixed up on everybody else. I mean, you try to. It's hard to because there's so many streams out there all the time and shows.
yeah, and that's one of the
You
reasons
know,
why I was flirting with the idea of doing a second live stream later on during the week. I was like, but what? There's not really a day to pick. I mean, there's a lot of good shows on each week, so you know, because you know you're on. Hell, you know we got the Comic Lounge on Thursday nights. You got the Super. What was it? The Super Comics Extravaganza. What is it? Super. I always say it wrong.
Sunday Sunday Super Show Extravaganza.
Thank you. And then you got Bad Cinema on Mondays, Good Cinema on Thursdays.
Yeah, I got to watch Chopping Mall tonight. I think or tomorrow night. Or yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably have to watch it tomorrow night.
I haven't watched that movie in probably 30 years. Maybe I can find a good a streamer to watch it on because it's
I
been a
think it's on
minute.
Tubi.
I have to check it out because I remember the gist of it. I remember some kids are in a mall and they got this mall's got this like robotic security that just goes crazy and I think they don't they get struck by lightning or something and then they just start killing
Yeah, and it
everything
just starts
inside.
killing everybody. Yeah,
Hey man, it's good campy B-rated fun horror from the 80s.
that's my favorite kind. To be honest with you, they did it to very. Yeah, it's on Tubi for free. It's on Pluto TV, and you can probably find it on YouTube. Sometimes YouTube has the same things free that Tubi does. Sometimes.
Yeah. Now we have Matt from Hero. No, we have Robert for saying hello to Matt.
Hey, Robert, it's good to see you, man.
I'm gonna hide that real quick. There we go. I'm gonna hide that the streaming chat real quick because it was. And I also want to thank Jeff because the backgrounds you're seeing in the thumbnail it came from a conversation that we had on
Yeah.
the Comic Lounge. I mean, I made a joke. I actually wasn't a joke. I made a comment about how I'd love to have a picture of Starscream sitting on his throne, smoking a pipe. And Jeff went to Chat GPT and brought up that, and it created that image, and he sent it to me. So thank you, Jeff. What is it? Adamantium Blade Collectibles is his YouTube channel. I believe that's his name.
Yeah. Adamantium Blade Comic Collectibles.
And it's not showing on here. It may show on the YouTube version of this stream, but at the top of the comments in the pin spot, if you would like to join the panel tonight and just BS, we're just going to hang out and BS for a little bit. There's a link that I put on there. Yeah, Tim says Chopping Mall was on Tubi last time I was on there. And for those of you who don't know and love it as much as I do, yesterday marked the 50th anniversary of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So, Matt, what are your thoughts on the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Well, I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was cool. And I mean, Meatloaf, it made him a star.
Yeah.
Basically. And it's got the great, I mean, what else can you say about Tim Curry? It's a wild movie. I know we got a lot of prudes running around here nowadays, but like, I don't know how that movie got made in the 70s. So I don't know, like, I don't know if they're trying to ban that movie next, but yeah, it's a good movie. Barry Bostwick, oddly enough, is in it with Susan Sarandon, and she's really pretty in that movie. And but there's a whole like the whole thing is just, I haven't seen it in a while, but
yeah, it's a really
great. The music's great too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've got. Matter of fact, hold on a second. I actually see it. A few years ago, I actually went on Amazon and I picked up the vinyl for the soundtrack of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. We're gonna try to do this. And what's cool, I believe, it's a red vinyl. But yeah, I've got this on DVD. I believe I have it on DVD. I have it on DVD, Blu-ray, digital. I think they're coming out with a steelbook for it to commemorate its 50th anniversary.
Cool.
I know Barry Bostwick's doing a tour to support it. I mean, it's easy to say that it's a cult classic. How you doing, JSS Brooklyn?
Hey, John.
It's a cult classic in every sense of the meaning of the word. I know a lot of people are crazy about it. I know me and my oldest daughter love it. My youngest daughter, my wife, not so much. I believe it's an acquired taste. And
yeah, it can be. It's just fun. It's not like supposed to be taken seriously.
No, and I agree. I don't believe it is supposed to be taken seriously. Like you said, Tim Curry hits the mark. Susan Sarandon, Barry Bostwick. I know that's very young in their careers. I'm trying to think of the guy. The guy that plays Riff Raff is the guy that wrote, and that was his movie, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And then a lot of great people. The actresses that played Magenta, and I never can remember the other girl's name. The one that's all, dancing and everything.
I'm looking it up. We got Magenta is played by Patricia Quinn.
Yeah.
Betty Monroe is Hilary Farr. Tony Lynn is Transylvania something number 1. I can't remember that. Christopher Biggins is Transylvania 1. Jonathan Adams is Dr. Everett Scott. Charles Gray, who actually played Blomfeld in Diamond Forever, is the criminologist.
Yep.
We got Meatloaf as Eddie.
Yep.
Wood is Rocky Horror. Barry Bostwick, Brad Majors. Susan Red is Janet Weiss. Of course, we got Dr. Frankenfurter, played by Tim Curry. Lindsay Ingram plays, I don't know who that is. Never mind. I don't know I can't find the person we're talking about though. All right, there we go though. That's what I got. Boy,
Yeah, and
Columbia.
Little Nell, that was her name. Yep. Tim says coincidentally
I got my dog
yesterday
here.
was the anniversary of Rocky Horror Picture Show, and today would have been Meatloaf's birthday. Cool. Rest in peace. Today is also the anniversary of the day we lost Cliff Burton of Metallica. Wow,
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Now I have a dog probo here. She's walked right in the middle of my lights and turned the right light off. She unplugged it. Hey, hold on a minute. I'll be right back.
All right. I didn't realize, Tim. I didn't realize Richard O'Brien was in Flash Gordon. Huh. I know he's also in, and I do know that he's in the very first. I ain't gonna say very first, but the Dungeons and Dragons movie that came out in the 2000s or something. I know he's in that with um, was it Marlon Wayans? Marlon Wayans. But yeah, Rocky Horror was pretty cool. It gave us a lot of great scenes and memorable moments. Of course, the time warp is iconic. A lot of great songs from "Damn It, Janet" to Frankenstein's Place, "Sweet Transvestite." This was a really great soundtrack. It's a really great movie. If you have never watched it, go check it out. I mean, it's not your average regular movie, but it's not that bad either for a musical.
Oh yeah, I suggest see it in the theater though, because people act it out and everything.
Mhm.
They used to. I don't know if they still do that. They sing along to it. And hey, evil
Hey, Mike.
Scarlet.
Hey, Mike. How you doing?
Yeah,
Mike, if the link is still up the top of the YouTube pins thing, I can't see it on mine. If you want to hang out, feel free to hit the link. And if you don't see the link, let me know, and I'll try to send it to you through I am. But yeah, Rocky Horror, because we've been talking about, next month is Halloween, or next month is October, but for us, every day's Halloween. And I'm gearing up to try to watch a horror movie every night. I know you're gearing up your good and bad cinemas for horror themes.
yeah, Halloween month's coming up. Starts
Yep.
Monday. I'm gonna start it off early. It's still September, but still the first week of October. So
Hey, man, it's still, as far as I'm concerned, spooky season starts on September 1st. So I mean, but like I said, if you're a horror fan, every day is Halloween.
it's true. I love Halloween. It's probably one of my favorite. I just like it because, like, football season's starting in September. The fall, autumn is my favorite. Fall's my favorite time. And my birthday's in September, and then October we have Halloween. And my cousin Carla, she always has a big Halloween party. We all dress up, and so I look forward to that.
Mike says he's eating while he watches.
Oh, cool, Mike.
That is cool. Okay. Tim says Richard O'Brien played Prince Baron's second in command. And yes, Prince Baron in Flash Gordon was Timothy Dalton of James Bond fame, whether you liked him or hated him.
I liked him. I like
He
Living Daylights.
look, he had to grow on me, because I'm not gonna lie. When I watched Living Daylights and License to Kill, I was used to the old, Sean Connery, Roger Moore stuff. And I didn't really like how dark Bond went, and especially in License to Kill. So I refused to watch any other Bond films, and I didn't watch. Of course, there wasn't any other Bond films until GoldenEye come out, and then when GoldenEye came out, hell, dude, it wasn't until the game I started playing the game before I went and watched it. But GoldenEye really brought it back for me.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
then I
Tim was more of a hard edge Bond. Like if you read the books by Ian Fleming, he was kind of a ruthless dude.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get at is when I finally was able to sit down and read some of the novels and went back and watched the Bond movies. I realized I was like, wait a minute, Dalton is the closest to the damn novel character than
Yeah,
any of them.
and I think Daniel Craig took it to another level with that type of thing.
Yeah,
I love
I
that scene at the beginning of Casino Royale where he goes to see the guy that's been selling information to their enemies,
yep,
and the guy puts his gun out, pulls his gun out, and he says, "You have been in the office too long. You forgot how heavy a loaded gun is, haven't you?" And he just drops the bullets on the floor or whatever, and then the guy goes, "So I guess you got you have to kill two people. Be 00." He goes, "Well, the second one is," and he shoots him before he even finished. He goes, "Yes, considerably."
yeah,
The second one's easier, before he even got it out.
yeah, yeah. And what's funny is I don't know how many of us guys, speaking of the same movie, don't cringe during the torture scene. And you know what scene I'm talking about if you watch
Yeah,
the
I
movie.
know.
So
They got the rope with the bull rope with a knot on it,
yeah,
and also part of that scene I was talking about though was what's the guy say? He goes, "How did my man die?" He says, "Badly."
badly. Tim says, speaking of 007, GoldenEye is coming back to theaters soon for its 30th anniversary this year.
Oh, cool.
If it is in a theater near me, I will go watch it. Even though I've seen it 1,000 times on VHS and DVD and Blu-ray, I
And
want to see that in the
Sean Bean
theaters.
was cool as 006 in it. Giannis.
Oh yeah, dude, he was the yeah. I loved him in that.
And then we had the guy. What's his name? I can't remember his name all of a sudden. The
How
guy
about
that
Robbie
played,
Coltrane?
well, he's in it too, but like I like him in it. And then you also got the guy that played the Buford Pusser. Is
Joe
in it.
Don Baker. Joe
Joe
Don
Don
Baker.
Baker. And then I can't remember his name all of a sudden, but the guy that played Nightcrawler in the X-Men movies.
Yeah.
Alan
Alan
Cumming.
Cumming.
Yeah, that's
Alan
it. He was
Cumming.
in I'm Invincible.
Hey, but in the same sense as you're talking about X Men, it also starred Famke Janssen, who
Yeah,
played
on the top.
Onatop. So yeah, she played Jean Grey in X Men. Robert says when I was with my wife, it was a spooky season all year. And Mike saying, speaking of 007,
Yeah.
the live announcement. Yeah, that's right.
Well, I saw the trailer for the new Wolverine game that comes out next year. I guess I'm going to have to get a PS5 now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I use this as a joke. Working. Okay, so one of the really cool benefits at Nestle is they have this thing. It's called a quality of life payment, where I can I can buy something up to $500, and if it improves my quality of life mentally, my mental well being, or anything like that, they will cut me a check for $500. And I did it with a weight bench. I bought a weight bench, and it's real. That I got the money. I was able to use the money for work, pay on my water bill, and so I was joking. I was half-ass joking. I said next year I'm going to use the money to buy me a PS5 because I
My
was like, what?
quality of life would be really. I'm telling my quality of life will really improve if you'll let me have the money to buy a giant size X-Men #1.
Hell yeah, dude! And I'm also hoping, in a few months in December, me and the wife are moving to another town, and we're going to actually leave the house that I own because it's falling apart. I shouldn't say that online, but I mean, hell, it's true. I really don't have the money for the upkeep, so we're going to move to Brooklyn, and I'll have better lighting. I actually have an overhead light that works, so my quality of life will change then too. So I mean, okay, Evil Mike says 007 First Light. My buddy Tim says, every day is Halloween for me. The last time I paid to go into a haunted house, I walked out with a paycheck and the other workers were traumatized. But so I'm going to talk a little bit about what I've read. I have not read any comic books in a few weeks, but just before the show went on, I read the last two issues of the Daniel Warren Johnson run of Transformers. And man, you will talk about a freaking run for a comic series that lasted 24 issues
Yeah.
and was a home run with every damn issue. I mean,
Yeah, he ended with a bang, didn't
yeah.
he?
Is it safe to talk about spoilers because I mean issue 24 has been out for a while now? Uh,
Yeah, I've already read
my
it.
boy, I don't think he's gonna make it to issue 25. I mean, but I love that because you know he had Megatron transformed in gun mode. He sees Omega Supreme fly overhead, and he just uses Megatron to blow his head off. Wow. It's like he was like, "F that, I'm out."
Couldn't take
And
anymore.
I love the fact,
Well, also, it seemed like he had like a struggle of conscience there at the end
yeah, but
because he says his real name is Energon as a Cybertron name
yeah,
before he was a Decepticon.
yeah, because I was going to point that out because a page or two before that, Carly's going, "Is there any good in you, or are you all evil?" And he said, "Huh, I'm bad to the bone." And then two pages later, he's like, "My name is Oktar," and bam, and I went, "Whoa, hello." I was like, but yeah, dude. I mean, like I said, it was a pretty good series. It was a pretty good ending. The series isn't, and I should say the way I'm making it sound, the series isn't over. Uh,
No, no.
issue 25's coming. We got a new creative team. It's Robert Kirkman. For those of you who don't realize that Robert Kirkman does write comics, he created the Walking Dead comic. He's written a lot of other great comics. He's the one that,
Invincible,
yeah, he wrote Invincible. He's doing Void Rivals. You know, he was
Skin
Skin
Breaker.
Breakers. He launched the Energon universe. Him and is it Dan Mora that's got doing the art?
Yeah, and I mean I like both of them, but like I mean I'm just still sad to see Daniel Warren Johnson, Jorge Corona, and Mike Spicer leave.
Yeah, but I think like issue 25 has a Daniel Warren Johnson cover, so I think he's still going to do
It
covers.
does. He's still doing cover art, so I'm still buying. Like everybody's like, "Oh, I'm getting the Dan Moore." I'm like, "Nope, I'm getting cover
I'm
V all day."
I'm really hoping I went ahead and pre-ordered the DWJ cover because I don't remember if I did or not. I think
I mean, I'll get the Dan Moore ones too, but I'll still get his.
I,
Daniel Warren
I
Johnson.
want to say I got at least two. I'm not sure because I'm trying not. I say I try not to go crazy with getting multiple variant covers, but I just showed off like I bought three covers for freaking Monsters #7, and I got a fourth one coming, the Season of the Witch homage. So, and then of course I'm buying every freaking cover for Speed Racer and Racer X. So I mean, what the hell am I talking about buying extra variant covers? So I mean,
I buy stuff I don't even need. I did that last week, like that, or this week. Mike Zeck, I got that Mike Zeck 1 in 50
hey,
for Punisher Red Band,
dude, that was a pretty,
and
that was an awesome cover.
I paid a pretty penny for it. To be honest with you, I probably overpaid for it. I don't care.
Have you read it?
Not yet. I am not reading the ratio. I got cover A coming in the mail.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait and read it. I'm not gonna. I paid a lot of money for that 1 in 50. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not touching it.
I was
Yeah.
I was very hesitant about even picking it up because I read the first few issues of the the high what you call it? I was gonna say Hydra, the Hand Punisher. You know when Punisher joined the Hand, and I did
Yeah.
not care for it at all. And
This is good. I just read all 5 issues, first 5 issues of that Superman Unlimited. If you like Superman,
cool.
I got the
Hold on, let me.
Mark.
You showing off? Hold on, you're showing off some books. Let me put you in the. There we go.
That's a Del Auto. I just got cover A for these two. What happened was like he saves the world again. That's what Superman does. And then I read the first 5. It's Mark Spears, and they explain that. Everybody's like, "Why is he gold?" Apparently, like when Superman is in danger, like he can like release all his like yellow sun energy, and it turns him golden looking.
I didn't know that.
So they kind of explained it in the story, and that might be a new thing. And then what happens is that's issue 5. He fights off this like big meteorite coming, right? And they couldn't detect it because it was made of kryptonite. So when Superman goes to stop its trajectory of hitting Earth, he realizes it's a giant, like, planet killer, but it's like, or like a huge, it's going to like destroy like Rio de Janeiro. It's made 100% out of like kryptonite. And he stops it, and it goes in this like small, like, remote like place, and then this place becomes like the richest city in the world because of the kryptonite, and they're selling kryptonite to everybody because they could use it to run energy, create energy for power. And there's also people from Intergang, all of them are using it to like make weapons. Like, and you see in like, okay, in like issue 2, these guys are they got like knives made out of kryptonite and blast nuts and kryptonite bullets.
Damn.
Kryptonite sword. It's been crazy. But then I got these. Since I'm already on the screen,
Well,
I got Superman 30.
I was gonna say, hold on a second. I just want to say hi to Greg real quick. For those of you who don't know, Greg cleans and presses my books. You can go to Instagram or Facebook for his site, Point Five Pressing. Okay, back to you.
I might need to message you.
Hey man, he does some great stuff. There you go.
I want to get the other one. They have one that's a flip book. You flip it over, and it's the other poster homaging Halloween 3. All right, this is pretty good too. Look at there.
Yeah.
I like the skeletons and stuff like that. And I don't read Harley, but I like the Delato. Like, if it's Delato, I'll get it. I got the new picture of the DCU. Some foil. This is good. Phantom.
Yeah.
I read this the other day. And I got Masters of the Universe. The Sword of Flaws, Part 1. Tim Seeley writing it. It's Hellboy, Professor Harvey. So I got one shot. Hellboy and the BPRD. I love Hellboy. And then speaking of Kirkman, I got some. I had to pick up that because I had 22 and 20, but not 21. Same with this. I had 1 and 3, but not 2. So I got Imperial 2. And of course, I had to get that just because. Why not?
Oh yeah. Hold on a second. There we go. Yeah. That's a really cool cover.
I like the Captain America and Wonder Woman story a lot.
Okay, I haven't even read it yet.
No, it's not like the Deadpool Batman story is not that great, but there's there's a couple of stories inside of it that are better. So.
My buddy Greg's saying, it's all lies. I'm just average. Dude has pressed. Yeah, that's very cool. I was gonna say Greg has pressed and cleaned books that are worth thousands of dollars this year alone, and he has done some really. He showed me all the books, through Instagram private chat that he's been cleaning and stuff.
Oh,
and he does.
I'll show him since he's here. I'll show him and see what he thinks about these and see if he can do something for them.
All right, Greg, pay attention. He's got some books he wants to show you.
This is Action Comics 241, Sports of Solitude. He graded, the guy that got it from said it was a 4.0. I don't know if it is, but if you could probably improve that one. I got the staples kind of, I don't know. It looks like it's kind of off, but. And then I got, this is like the 4 I've been wanting to get clean and pressed and I would have to send him my submission form if it's okay, if he did it. But like this one, this is a Wonder Woman. It looks like it's like needs to be cleaned. You know what I mean? It's like, and this one right here, I got some Dave Stevens ones, like this one that I think could probably use a cleaning or press. But the big one I want is this one here, because if I get this one in a good grade, 9.8 would be crazy. But it's got like this tick, right? It's not a tick, but it's like a, you know what I mean? I don't think it's color breaking, but I think he can fix that. There's like I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. That's the ones I'm going to submit these next. These, and I got another one. My G.I. Joe. Oh yeah, one more. I got a G.I. Joe that looks like it's about a 9.4. These are the 5 I'm wanting to get graded. And then I got this one. And those are the ones I want to get graded, or these these 5. I don't know if I should submit. Like Tony, what do you think though? This is pre 71. Should I to submit that separately, or is it going to be okay with the modern submission?
It'd be all right with the other.
Okay.
It'll be all right. Have you ever actually submitted books yourself? Because normally you can pick the different tiers. It depends, and it depends on if you're going CGC,
Once.
CBCS.
I've only done it once. This will be the second time.
I'll have to. Yeah, he says he loves Steven's art. I'll have to get y'all two connected. Like I said, Greg's on the Instagram. Matt's on Instagram. I mean, we'll have to get y'all set up to where that way y'all can talk amongst yourselves, and you know. And like I said, Greg's only like, I'd say 30 minutes away from me, but with you being in Kentucky, you know, but he's done books from people out of state before. They'd mail him his books. I don't know what the farthest he's gotten a book from, but I mean, but he's done stuff like Avengers 4. I mean, he's done some big books, and I've gotten to see what they look like when they're done. I mean, Greg undersells himself. He has gotten so much better, and he always improves. I mean, with his cleaning and pressing. So, yeah, he undersells himself. He is really good at what he does, and he loves doing it.
All right, I'm done. Yeah, there you go. Take me. I got some more reading to do here. I'm still like behind on my reading. Here's how far behind I'm on my reading. Still, and I've read like 30 books already.
Oh, dude, I've got like stacks and stacks. I got books for days. I've probably got a shit ton of Spawn, but yeah, I mean, I pulled those 2 Transformers books out to read just so I could talk about them. And then now, as far as stuff that I've watched this week, I have watched a lot. I did finally get to watch Superman. Loved it. Now, I don't think I do have a few issues, but it's nothing real big. I mean, I enjoyed the movie. I wasn't going to try to compare it to Christopher Reeve because, I mean, you can't do that. You can't compare. It's not fair to the new movie at all because all of us that grew up watching Christopher Reeve's going to have that. It's up there. But I thought it was pretty cool. The freaking guy, Nicholas Hoult, the guy that played Lex Luthor, was freaking probably the most dark version of Lex Luthor I've ever seen. Probably next to maybe, you know, sometimes in Smallville when you see Michael Rosenbaum play like a darker side. It was pretty cool. I watched Peacemaker. Watched the new first episode of Tulsa King. So what do you think? Have you been watching Peacemaker, Matt?
Yeah, I just watched the last episode last night or
dude,
night before.
That ending of his so-called best universe ever threw me for a freaking loop, dude. I'm not going to spoil it because I mean it's only been 2 days since it dropped on Max, so I'm not going. If you want to see a spoiler review, go Sunday to at Week's End on Legion of Comics because I'm sure they're going to talk about it.
Talk about it, and I'm not going to tell anybody what happens, but this is the moment everybody's been waiting for. We knew something was wrong with this alternate universe. We didn't know quite what. Yeah. We had our suspicions, but now our suspicions have been confirmed.
And you know the odd thing is watching this season until they pointed it out in this episode, I went, "Wow, that's right."
Well, you know what's funny about that? I talked to Legion of Comics about 2 or 3 weeks ago. We were talking about it, and he called it. He said, "Have you noticed when you look around at the people?" And I said, "Yeah, you know what? Now you think about it, so like everybody should watch. If you're not subscribed to him, Legion of Comics knows his stuff when it comes to like these comic movies and stuff, especially with DC. Maybe not with some Marvel stuff, but he's still pretty knowledgeable."
Mark likes Marvel, but Mark is a great representative of DC. He loves DC.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Tulsa King was pretty cool. Ironically, I can't remember the character's name. So for those of you who are not keeping up or haven't kept up with Tulsa King, Sylvester Stallone is doing really good playing this mob boss that got sent out. He did a little stint in the can. He was part of this crime family. Got sent to Tulsa as a punishment and ended up building an empire. And there's a lot of great people. I mean, you got Frank Grillo, who's in Peacemaker. He played Crossbones in Captain America. Really great actor. He showed up last season as Bellavacqua, I think that's his name. You had Neil McDonough. Donald showed up, but this season, he's having to deal with the federal government. They're wanting him to do something, you know, weird. And then you got a new villain showing up. Sly tried to buy into this distillery business this guy was trying to sell, and the guy wouldn't sell it to him, but he welcomed him as a silent partner. And you find out that this season's big bad guy is going to be freaking Robert Patrick. And Robert Patrick's in Peacemaker also. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
I learned something a month ago about him I did not know.
what's that?
His brother is the lead singer and former rhythm guitarist for Nine Inch Nails, and he was the first. He was the original. His brother's also the lead singer of Filter.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was the original guitarist for Nine Inch Nails, and then he left and he went and formed Filter.
I never knew that.
Yeah, they have a podcast they did the other day, like a month ago. Where he was talking to him, and like he's older. He's like, I think he's like 10 years older than his brother. But yeah, they still you can tell they're brothers.
Damn.
No, I gotta help mom with something. I'll be right back.
All right. So everybody in the chat, the couple people that are watching, y'all got any questions you want to ask real quick? Well, right now I'm going to take this time to talk about a few things as soon as I bring it up. All right, so for those of you who don't know, September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. It goes without saying, suicide. If you know anybody that's struggling with suicide, or if you had thoughts yourself, there are sources out there you can go to and just talk to somebody. You can go to I believe it's 988 that you can call for the suicide prevention hotline. Your mental health is very important, and we want you around. So, I mean, yeah, just talk to somebody because, don't give up. It does get better, and, we need you here. There's people out there that need you, whether you realize it or not. You are important. So another thing I wanted to also talk about is in 2 weeks we have the comic CBC Awards is going to be where you can vote right now for the next 2 weeks for your favorite finalists for the CBC Awards. You can go to www.cbcawards.org and cast your vote for the finalists for all the categories for the CBC Awards. Matt is actually a finalist for 2 categories, and there's a lot of other people as well. So yeah, you can go to www.cbcawards.org to cast your votes. And I believe sometime in November is the actual award show. And then the last week in October, I'm going to have to look it up. I believe it is sometime around October 26th. I don't have any cat pictures and stuff for this stuff, or I'd show it to you. The weekend of October 24th to the 26th is Comics Cure Cancer. That is a weekend-long YouTube event compromising a lot of different channels where there'll be a lot of sales, a lot of auctions, a lot of shows where you can donate money, buy comics or art. I know like Rob Fat Stats of Comics, he does auctions on Sunday for comics. He does auctions on, I believe, Saturday for art. Legion of Comics, and DJ Links. They're the big three that put on this event every year. Over the last 2 years, they've raised over $100,000. All the money goes to the American Cancer Society. Nobody keeps a dime of it. It all goes to the American Cancer Society. It's a really great um, cause, and I know they're trying to raise $55,000 this year. So yeah, that last week in October, if you want to go and bid on something, you can, and just help contribute to a great cause. And then, as far as I know, that's everything that I have as far as new stuff. And yeah, I'll just open it up. So, what do you think, Matt? I've just been talking about, of course, September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. I mentioned the CBC Awards, which you are a finalist in 2 categories.
Yeah,
So
I might
go
not
vote.
win, but I'm just happy to be nominated. But if
Hey, I
you
mean,
feel like voting for me, vote for me. And
hey,
tell everybody else to
eh,
vote for me. It won't hurt my feelings about
yeah.
this.
Oh yeah. And I also talked about Comets Curing Cancer, the last weekend, October. And one of the things I didn't mention, like I said, you can go and buy a lot of cool stuff. And like I said, the money does go to the American Cancer Society, but they still need donations, y'all. You can hit up Rob Fatstacks, DJ Links, or Mark on Legion of Comics on Instagram. And if you have something, they're looking for comic art, comic books, anything that can be donated for the auctions.
They'd probably even take toys if you had some cool toys or something. Maybe they could.
Maybe I don't. I've never
Yeah, I'd
actually
ask Rob about that first, though. Don't quote me on that. But I
Well,
know
I know.
somebody had some big they had some statue things last year of some kind. I remember.
I know in 2023, I actually made a clock where I went to Hobby Lobby. You see those like poster or wooden. You see that art on the wood back. On the wood stuff. I took one of those and made a clock, turned it into a clock, mailed that to them as a donation. Uh, I know Rob thought. I think Rob enjoyed it. Um, but yeah, I mean, but yeah, you can go check it. Like I said, you go to DJ Links on Instagram. Go to um, Rob Fat Stackle Comics, and Comics Curing Cancer also has us on Instagram as well. And I will put and Mark a Legion of Comics, and I will put in the description of this video, if I don't forget, before when this show ends, in the description of this video, I will put a link to the Comics Curing Cancer link tree, because I don't really, like I said, I'm still learning this Restream. I don't really know how to do it right now. I mean, I could try.
I don't know
But
if I'm a moderator. Let me see if I can.
man, I don't know anything about how to give people wrenches or anything. So as far as doing moderators and stuff like that, I don't know how to do it, to be honest with you. Like I said, I may end up going back to the
StreamYard.
yeah, because I could do all that there.
I know you have to go to I think you have to go to the YouTube stream, and then you have to click on their name or something.
I'm going to try something because I actually Googled it and found it.
I think you got mods on there. Yeah. Hold on. I believe I might be one. Let me.
Yeah, you may actually be a mod. I didn't even think about that.
Let's see if I can find their Comics Curing Cancer link tree.
There we go. I think I sent. I shared it.
Okay.
Tim, the reason why you have a blue wrench by your name is you can actually. I have you set up where you could actually, if you wanted to drop links or something in the chat, in the group chat, you can. And you're my brother, so of course I got to put you in there.
I'm gonna put the link for CBC Awards there, but
All right.
No, I'm not a mod. It won't let me.
Well, hold on.
It's all right. I don't need to be one. I don't like the
You don't
responsibility.
like the responsibility. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I am a mod for a few people, but like I don't know how like Lisa Noble and like JSS Brooklyn and Christina Payne do all
well,
that because they're always. It seems like they're always around.
see, here's the thing: if you make a comment in the chat, I can highlight your name, and since I've got it set up on my phone, and then it'll say "Give Blue Wrench." Because you can't do it on the same thing
Oh,
you're
really?
streaming on. You have to have a separate thing and actually be in the show
Yeah,
itself.
yeah, I know.
But yeah,
Hey, what do you think of that? Of the Comic Lounge the other night? Did you see what we did when Aaron was streaming our channel?
oh yeah, dude, that was when I was while y'all were doing that. That was where I was waiting. I was waiting on y'all to send me the link because I was really hoping I could have been a part of it. And
Oh, my bad, man.
but at one point in time when y'all were doing that, I had y'all on my laptop. I had him on my phone. His stream on my phone. So I was actually getting to see it from both viewpoints, and it was pretty freaking awesome, dude. I mean, it was like that was some like Inception level stuff right there. Hey, Rich, how you doing, brother?
Yeah. Hey, Rich.
And Rich is also a cleaner and presser, and Rich is a finalist in the Comic Book Community Awards. I voted for him too.
I like Rich. Rich is cool.
And I'm gonna be honest, there's nobody here in the chat right now representing the Council of Comics, but I kind of helped them clean house too. So
Nothing wrong with
no,
that. I hope I'd like. I mean, I'd like to. That'd be cool to win one of them. But I got some pretty tough people in there. You know, like I was looking at the category, and
yeah, you were up against it.
not for nothing, but
You were up against like with
yeah.
K-pop and all them. Whereas,
No, I mean, well, not for nothing. I'm up against like Comic Mike,
all right,
Chonko, the Fax Project up at Adam Comics, and they're all really good. And then on the other category, it's Swagda, who's awesome.
yeah,
SideQuest Comics, me, Chonko Comics and Nerd Culture, and Casino Comics. So it's a pretty good competition. So whoever wins, I think, is very deserving.
oh yeah,
So I'll have to,
yeah, I agree.
because Chonko's put in a lot of work here in the last year or two. I've been watching him come up. So, and I like his intro song. He's got I like his intro song. Here I am trying to tell you about him. Well, maybe y'all can vote for him in one category and vote for me in the other one. I'm just saying.
Hey, Rich, if you want to join us, I'm trying something new with this Restream. At the top of the chat and on the YouTube show, there's a pin link. If you want to join, just hit that link and I'll get you in here. Me and Matt's just basically, like the title says, it's hanging out with Grandpa Starscream. In case y'all hadn't figured it out yet.
If he can't find the link, I'll send it to him.
If y'all ain't figured it out yet, yep, I've been going by Grandpa Starscream. It started as a running joke. I swear it did because, well, the trip to Indiana in March, me and my wife and them were talking, and I wanted to come up with a name that enveloped my love of Starscream and Transformers, but also the fact that I'm a grandpa. And I was going to call it Grandpa Starscream something, and then my wife and them suggested Grandpa Starscream. And then in an episode of the Comic Lounge, just for giggles, I put my name in as Grandpa Starscream when I was on Matt's show, just for the hell of it, and I just been going with it ever since. But yeah, it's just like I said. I know the first time I used that name on Show Us What You Got, Chris was just like, I'm not saying that.
We got Flash by Night. I was saying Justice for Starscream.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. There's I would really love to do a live show with a lot of us Transformer fans, like TJ and E-Man and stuff like that. But like you said, that goes back to the picking a day and all that crap.
Yeah. Oh, see Kenneth. I didn't see him there. Hey, Kenneth.
Yep, Kenneth's been hanging out with us. He said he's still here with us.
Good. He was on the show Thursday night on this chat. I was glad to always talk to him, man. He's always always around, supporting everybody,
Kenneth is pretty cool. He's been with me pretty much since I started. He's pretty awesome. I'm gonna bring something up real quick because I'm gonna show it just gives me a chance to show something off. Um, so right now my channel is at 426 subscribers. Of course, I am on the road to 500. And if I ever make it to 500, I'm going to show y'all one of the things I'm giving away real quick. This thing's been sitting here forever, and I got to get rid of it because I've got one and I opened it up. So this came out in 1991. And this is the Robin 2 Deluxe Collector Set. I'm going to show this real quick. It'll let me switch. There we go. This is a sealed. This thing has been factory sealed since 1991. It is the Robin 2 Deluxe Collector Set. And it comes with every cover from the Robin 2 Limited Series. In this, you get all 4 newsstand issues, all 10 hologram issues, all 4 trading cards. And like I said, it's been factory sealed since 1991.
Wow.
And when I opened mine, because I've actually given one of those away already, and when I've had 3 of those, and that's the last one. I opened one up, and when I was looking at them, dude, I swear I could have, if I sent all of them off, if they didn't get 9.8s, they'd been damn close. So I mean. But yeah, once I hit 500, I'm gonna do a giveaway, and this will be one of the things I do give away is this Robin 2 set.
I've never even seen that before. Like that.
I never did either. I was looking for the holograms on eBay one day because I knew there was there's X amount of them for. Let me see. I'll bring it up my CLZ app because I've got them all in there. I believe I have them all in there. But there's X amount of numbers for issue 1 and issue 2 and so forth and so on. And one of the things I really loved about the Robin 2 Limited Series was it's the first time the Joker dealt with Tim Drake as Robin. And Batman's out of town, and he's like, well, don't deal with the Joker until I get back. Oh, yeah, we all know how that's going to go. He's not going to listen too well. But, yeah, this is, like I said, I'll try to, anyway. Let's see here. Here's one of the holograms. You can't really see the hologram covers that much, but these are some of the covers that are actually in that box set, which are pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, it was a pretty cool set. And pretty good story too. I mean, you got Tim Drake dealing with the Joker without Batman, and the last time, Joker dealt with a Robin, well, it didn't end too well for the Robin. So I mean,
I got these are my favorite Batman. I got 404 too. I got the whole set. I got it graded though. Here's
you got you. Hold on. Let me. You showing year 1, ain't you?
Yeah, it's my favorite Batman story. That and Dark Knight Returns. I like this issue. He takes apart the entire SWAT team. They're all a bunch of crooked police officers. And then I got 415, which is I think Jim Aparo, right? I think it did this one. And then
I
I think
believe
you
so.
got Starlin on that one. And then of course there's Tim Drake. And I got another Tim Drake here. Hold on. No, I got something I got something I kind of want to give you too. I'm gonna show you, Tony. I can't send it to you anytime. I'll send it to you when I get that. I gotta find the Dazzler. It's in another box somewhere. I know you want it. And I gotta ship it off to you. But I know I got it here, and I got all that Batman Year 3. I got Batman Year 2, but I got that. I have a weird way to organize stuff. Those are Todd McFarlane, so they go with Todd McFarlane. But yeah, there was another one here.
It's funny you mentioned Batman Year 2 because that's the only one I don't have. I have Year 1 and Year 3, but I don't have Year 2.
Well, I had another. Where's it at? Oh yeah, another Tim Drake kind of key. That's his debut as Robin.
But the question is which one do you have? There's like 6 different covers for that one, and there's some error ones.
Oh no, this is the one that's not worth anything.
Well, none of them are really worth anything, but the kicker is to find out if you have what they call one of the error ones. You open up the book, and down at the bottom where it would say Batman 457, it'll say Batman 000.
Yeah, I don't have that one.
But
yeah, all right, let's get that. There was something I wanted to show you. Now I can't find it. All right, hold on.
Matt said he had that run, but he never read it, and that he loved the hologram covers.
I'm going to throw that in with the Dazzler.
Oh, dude. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be honest with you. I already have it.
All right.
Well, I was going to say, but I always take extra. So.
Okay.
Hey, Manny, how you doing, brother? Oh yeah, dude. When it comes to the Marvel Transformers, I have every Marvel comic featuring Transformers except the 4 issues of G.I. Joe. The was it 130 whatever where they did Generation 2. I still got to get those 4, but I've got everything else.
I got all of Year 3. Looks like.
Yeah, it was only 4 issues. And that Lonely Place of Dying, I think it was. Oh, what was it?
Here's a good cover too.
441 to 443, and then there was 2 issues, new type. Dude, so I love that series, the Batman 450 and 451, because it gets glossed over. But that was the first time that the Joker came back since a death in the family.
That was something one of my buddies did that. And you probably already seen this one.
No, yeah, I did. Yeah, I saw it.
Kenny Prison. I'm going to get that one graded too. I don't know that it needs much, but I was always told like even if it's brand new, you better get it pressed. So I guess I'll get it pressed as well one of these days. But I'm waiting to send all the ones I need verified signatures on and put them in one group because it's going to cost more money.
Oh yeah. My buddy Greg always said that if you're going to get something graded, and you don't get it pressed and cleaned, or cleaned if it needs it, but at least pressed, you're leaving money on the table.
Yeah, I know that for a fact because when I got my Wolverine number 8 graded, I could have got a 9.6, but I didn't get it pressed. I got a 9.2, and then instead of getting a 9.0 on one book, that I got an 8.0 on it. So, and then if I'd got my Wolverine 1 clean and pressed, it wouldn't have been a 7.5. It would have been at least an 8. At least it would have been an 8.5 probably. But I should have got it clean. But I didn't know anything about grading or anything at the time. But
I keep looking down at my laptop and my camera's right here. But well, Matt, what else can we talk about? I mean, I enjoy hanging out and just BSing.
Well, I'll tell you about what's going on the. We're going to do all those movies next month. I don't know if you want me to be promoting my stuff on here, but
hey, dude, promote away, brother. This is a community hangout. Tell us what we got coming up for
We
on
got
Heroes
Halloween
for
month
Hire.
starting Monday on Good and Bad Cinema, or basically just on Heroes for Hire Comic Club channel. So Monday it's going to be Chopping Mall. It's at 12:30. Thursday, Bram Stoker's Dracula at 12:30, and then I don't know yet what we're going to do next Monday, but Thursday. But the movies on the lineup are Chopping Mall, Bram Stoker's Dracula, The Howling Part 2, Your Sister's a Vampire, a Werewolf, um, Return of the Living Dead, Sleepaway Camp, Fright Night, and Halloween, of course.
Yeah.
And then is there another one I'm missing? And Trick or Treat from 1986.
Yep.
Although it looks like I'm going to have to get a free trial of this one. There's something on. It was on YouTube. It's like you have to get a free trial of it, but I'm going to wait until it's time to review it to go apply for the free trial. But there's one on. It's on. It's Trick or Treat. Let me see if I can find. Let me go to the. Hold on. Watch now.
Now,
It's called Scream Box, but you can get a 7-day
yeah.
trial.
Now I know you could look, but at one point in time, you used to be able to watch Trick or Treat for free on YouTube. But when it came on, it might not have said Trick or Treat. It might have either said Ragman or Death at 33 RPMs because that was what it was called in other countries.
Oh, okay. And of
But
course,
it's still the same movie.
great cameo by Ozzy Osbourne in it.
Yep, and Gene Simmons. I love the fact that they were trying to get Blackie Lawless to play Sammy Kerr, but I think they did pretty good with Tony Fields. I thought he did really good
Yeah.
playing Sammy Kerr, and he died. I think he passed away in the '90s of AIDS, and he was a solid gold dancer. So hey, but he looked like when you see him as Sammy Kerr, he looked like something ripped right out of '80s glam metal. It was pretty cool. It's another one of those cheesy movies that I love so much. It's in my Halloween rotation every year, and yeah, I love watching it. It's so bad that for those of you who have never watched the movie Trick or Treat, there's okay, and Matt, you can even look at it whenever you watch it, see if you notice it, because me and Tim laugh every time we see it. Later on, there's a scene where Eddie gets grounded. He has to stay home on Halloween night and hand out candy for trick or treaters. His mom dresses up. Her boyfriend shows up dressed up like a really bad version of Rambo. Um, anyway, somewhere in that dialogue between his mom and Eddie, you will actually see the microphone dip down into the camera where you could actually see the microphone. And they never bothered to take the microphone out or edit it out. It's still, you see it for about 3 seconds. It just pops up at the top of the screen, and you're like, wow.
I love that kind of stuff. Like you'll see, I was a movie we reviewed last month, and you can see the cameraman in the mirror while or like in a like a window, like they're outside. It's supposed to be looking like a shop window, and you can clearly see the cameraman behind the camera. Like they just were like, we're not doing it again. It's too late. They didn't catch it the first time, so they just left it in. Like that happens a lot, especially when they on a low budget. They can't afford to just keep reshooting stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say it reminded me of like in Spaceballs when they're doing the sword fight or the fight at the end, and he, uh, oh, freaking Dark Helmet accidentally kills one of the camera guys or something, and he goes, he did it. That's always pretty funny. Yeah, we got Spaceballs too, man.
Yeah. I hope that Mel Brooks can make it that long though.
We got to protect Mel Brooks at all costs.
At all costs.
I mean,
as long as he doesn't get thrown in the.
I mean, think about it. Not only are we finally getting Spaceballs 2, and this could very well be the last Mel Brooks movie ever. God forbid. I hope he lives to be 150. But but we get to see the return of Rick Moranis, who has been retired for decades. He disappeared from acting. He retired from acting when his wife passed away to raise his kids. He put his family first over his own career, and the fact that they got him and Gary Oldman, Gary Oldman, I said Gary Oldman, William Pullman, Bill Pullman, that's his name. Him and Daphne Zunga, and Rick Moranis. I mean, rest in peace, John Candy. He's not going to be in it, and neither is Joan Rivers.
Joan
Thank you. I
Rivers
was trying to
can't
think
make
of
it.
her name, who played Dot. But I've got high expectations for it.
And
Yeah,
Dom DeLuise is not around
no,
anymore either.
but
So
I heard that.
of course Pizza the Hut basically ate himself at the end of it. So
But
it's
that's the
okay.
thing. I heard rumors that Pizza the Hut's supposed to be in this one, and I'm like, how? I don't know. But
I don't know. We'll see what they do with it. I didn't like what they did with History of the World Part 2, but
I never watched it.
it was they made it into a series, and like I don't know. I just don't know that it was that good. It wasn't really that good, but like it's kind of hard to like top something Mel Brooks did. But like, yeah, you're like all costs. Mel Brooks needs to be protected. These guys aren't getting younger. Like, him and Dick Van Dyke are like are like almost 100.
I was going to say,
old.
isn't Mel Brooks like 98?
Yeah, or 99 or 98, and Dick Van Dyke's like 100 now, and he's still like for 100 years old. The guy can still get around all right.
Oh yeah.
I saw him on Kimmel like about 2 months ago, or 2 or 3 months ago, because of his birthday. Because the singer from Coldplay, Chris Martin, had done a music video
Really?
with him.
I didn't know.
He said that John Candy's son is playing Barf Jr.
I didn't know that.
Does he have a son? Does he have a son?
I'm sure he does. I didn't know he was playing.
I know he had a daughter. I don't know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I guess he does. I know his daughter. She was at the premiere of that documentary. I want to see that documentary that Ryan Reynolds and the guys produced about John Candy. That's going to be amazing.
Okay. I didn't know. I wasn't aware about that one.
Yeah, here, I'll look it up for you. It doesn't have his daughter's name on here, but he's got a daughter and a son, I think. Anyway, I'll look up. There's a John Candy documentary. It's not out yet. I think it debuted in Canada first.
Yeah.
It's called John Candy, I Like Me.
Huh.
And it's directed by Colin Hanks, Tom Hanks' son. Because Tom Hanks was close friends with John Candy.
I can believe that. Yeah.
And so Colin grew up around him, and so it's a portrait of a Canadian actor, John Candy. There's some funny stories about him too. I remember I watched Rich Eisen's show. It's a show. He used to be on Sports Center, and he had Judge Reinhold on a few months ago. And Judge Reinhold, of course, was in Stripes with John Candy, Bill Murray, and all those guys, and Harold Ramis. And he said that they filmed it around Fort Knox, Kentucky. And if you know anything about living in the South or in Kentucky or anywhere like that, we have a lot of places. There used to be places called dry counties. There still are, where they don't serve, serve alcohol. It's illegal to buy beer. You have to go out of the county. Maybe some out of the state. Yeah.
I live in a dry county.
There you go. And so they were filming in a dry county. Of course, John Candy's a big beer drinker. Big beer drinker. And he's from Canada, though. He had no idea what a dry county was. So they're like, "What do you mean dry county?" And Bill Murray he said, me and Bill Murray and Harold Ramis, he said, we're trying to explain to him what a dry county was. He's like, "Oh, this is unacceptable." So he paid the key grip and some other guy that was working on the set to go drive 2 hours and buy as many cases of Molson as they could. And he kept the refrigerator. He bought an extra. He rented out an extra room at the hotel, and it was just for everybody going and drinking beer. And they kept the refrigerator filled with ice and Molson.
Damn.
Yeah.
We was talking about Spaceballs 2. Now, 3 actors or 1 actress. Okay. So Josh Gad, the guy that did the voice for Olaf, he's supposed to be in the cast. It doesn't say who he's playing. Kiki Palmer's playing Destiny. I don't know what that. I don't know if that character is supposed to be Dot Matrix or a robot like Dot Matrix, or maybe a different character altogether. Anthony Kerrigan is also casted to play. It doesn't say who he's playing, but his last role, he was in Twisted Metal season 2 as Calypso, and he did a freaking awesome job playing Callisto in Twisted Metal season 2. He was absolutely awesome. And then we've got Lewis Pullman, who is Bill Pullman's son, playing Starburst, Lone Star and Vespa's son.
And he also played Sentry.
Oh, he is that? Yeah, that is the guy that played Sentry. Wow, I didn't even catch that.
He was good at Sentry too. Bob, or Bob as we call him.
Bob, yeah. And then we got George Weiner. The guy that played Colonel Sanders, the original guy that played Colonel Sanders, is going to be in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, George Weiner. That's cool. I like the fact that a lot of the old crew are the ones that are still alive. They've gotten most of them. But, isn't Michael Winslow supposed to be back? They're supposed to get Michael Winslow back, and the guy that I can't think of his name, but he played Tuvok in freaking Voyager. He was the Black Vulcan, and I think in Voyager.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't remember his name, but I know what you're talking about.
Spaceballs, he was the one that went, we ain't found shit.
It was Star Trek. It was Star Trek Enterprise, wasn't it? No, it was. No,
I don't remember.
No, it was Voyager.
It was Voyager. Yeah, I was gonna say because I remember it was the female Vulcan.
I can't remember. Tim Russ is his name.
Tim Russ. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. It was like, we've combed the desert. He's got a big afro pick, and he said, "We ain't seen shit." And yeah. I always like when they got the big maid. They're going to destroy the planet. He's like, "Oh my God, Dark Helmet! She's went from suck to blow."
Yeah. Spaceballs. Oh shit! There goes the planet.
I also like my favorite part of the movie though is when they're trying to shoot Lone Star and all of them, and they keep missing. And he's like, Rick Moranis like, "Who is the asshole shooting this gun?" He's like, "Me, sir, Lieutenant Asshole." He goes, "Who are this asshole?" "I did, sir, Captain Asshole."
"Sorry, sir, doing my best."
He said, "I'm surrounded by assholes."
Yeah, that is it. Dude, that movie's got so many memorable. You need to do that for good cinema, or yeah, that would be good cinema.
Yeah, Josh Gad's cool. I like Josh. He was on Saturday Night Live for a while. I just hope it brings back like comedies. There's been a few I just seem like there's I remember when I was growing up and in the 90s, there was always these cool or even in the early 2000s, like The Hangover or 4-Year-Old Virgin. And we had in the 90s, we had all those like Half Baked, Dude, Where's My Car? I could get it. I mean, Saw Married and Axe Murder was pretty cool. Austin Powers, or like in the 80s, look at we had Porky's and
Fast Times.
Yeah, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, all these comedies. Dazed and Confused, that wasn't the 80s, but
you said movies, Dazed and Confused. That was the one I was trying to remember where it had Matthew McConaughey in it.
Yeah, but they don't really do that much anymore, it seems. I don't know. Do you remember the movie? I watched it again the other day. Hadn't seen it for years. It's got Charlie Sheen and his brother Emilio Estevez. It's called Men at Work. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
That's
where you get the golf clap. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned Charlie Sheen because I read a thing where I think they're making American Pie 5, and he's supposed to come on there as Stifler's dad.
No shit.
Yeah.
Have you seen the documentary about him?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God. I don't know if you have Netflix, but y'all, it's one of the wildest celebrity documentaries I've ever seen. That dude, it's like, Charlie, how many women do you think you've actually slept with? He said probably about 48,000.
I can believe it too.
God. But they quit. You know how they got him off of smoking crack? His dad and his brother Emilio and his older brother, who's not an actor, I can't remember his name, but they knew his drug dealer. His drug dealer was like one of his close friends, and he was just I guess it's somebody knew how to get drugs, right? So we have him get the cocaine, crack cocaine for him. And they went to him and said, look, we know he's not going to quit. We know you can't stop him from quitting. So we want you to do this because you know he's going to, and the drug dealer agreed because he's going to die because he was doing so much drugs. He was so had such a high tolerance.
Yeah.
Just slowly decrease the amount of cocaine that's in that crack. Because when they rock it up, they mix it. We just put more baking. He said I just started adding a little bit more baking soda until there was barely anything in it, and we didn't tell him, and he didn't find out until a few years later. But he said I was smoking it. It was well, this ain't doing anything anymore. I quit. That's how they got him to quit.
Oh hell.
That's enabling as hell. That's enabling as hell, but it worked. I mean, I guess there was no way they thought he was going to quit.
And he's looking good too, because I seen him on what was it I seen him on? He was on Joe Rogan, I think.
He's on Rogan. He's been on Logan Paul's podcast here lately.
I think I want to say no. I was going to say he may have been on Michael Rosenbaum's, but I don't remember.
He might be coming on there because he's been making the rounds of the podcast.
I was going to say because Michael Rosenbaum does a really good podcast. The inside of you on his podcast is really good.
And it's just he really he took the drug thing and the craziness thing about as far as he could about dying. Because I remember when he was doing that thing. Remember when he said, I'm winning and I got tiger blood? I remember talking to friends going, we're going to see him dead. I thought he was going to be it was going to be any week they were going to say Charlie Sheen has died. And, then of course he got the HIV diagnosis, but thankfully for him, he can afford to get the medications that can, to where it's not even detectable. So that's kind of because I remember when we were kids, when the HIV thing came out, that was a death sentence. You were done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it? Freddie Mercury announced that he had AIDS and then he died 1 or 2 days later.
Yeah. And Rock Hudson was the one that really put it in the mainstream, because before then everybody was saying, no, it's just the gay community. But it turned out, and it was, it did start out that way. But then when it was somebody like Rock Hudson, they're like, oh shit, it can happen to anybody. They were kind of just ignoring it. But then also it was got the fact that Reagan was friends with him, or not Ronald Reagan, but Nancy Reagan was friends with him because she was an actress as well. And it kind of brought, and he was also a celebrity, so it brought more attention. And then of course Freddie Mercury got it, and then that was a scary time. I remember people were afraid that you were going to get it from a toilet seat or some crazy shit, which was untrue.
Back then, they were afraid if you coughed on somebody, you'd get it. But.
Yeah, they didn't know how. But they finally, but still, some people probably still believe that, but it's not true. But yeah, you have to it's like direct fluid or whatever. I don't know. We don't have to get into this
blood.
Stuff.
I was gonna say blood transfusions was a.
Yeah,
was a way you
drug users had a problem with it too.
Yeah. Yeah, the 80s. There were some scary moments in the 80s. It wasn't all. I
remember, I was terrified of quicksand. They'll come to find out there really is no such thing. And then,
no, there is quicksand,
but it's not as prevalent as they. I was afraid of quicksand. I was afraid of people with vans because of stranger danger. But that wasn't no joke though, Tony, because I remember Adam Walsh. Remember that? I remember that yesterday. The Adam Walsh case. That really scared every parent, I think, across the country, and rightfully so.
I was going to say, and you talking about the Adam Walsh case, that's what led his dad to starting America's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
So,
So at least something good came out, because they caught a lot of bad people on that show. If we're being honest. So, and he's spent his life, trying to stop that kind of thing.
I was going to say, isn't it still going in some form or another?
Yeah, I think so. But he still does stuff like that. Yeah. Because he's trying to keep, he was really motivated after what happened to his son. It's really tragic. His mom left him to play a video game. They were at Kmart or something. And they had a demo for an Atari game. And she went back. She wasn't even gone that long. And
that's all it takes. Just a few seconds.
And it's just, also though, it kind of There was a lot of memorable stuff. Remember the guy that kidnapped that boy, and then his dad waited on him at the airport? I remember watching that on the news when I was a kid. He waited at the airport for that guy to come by when he was being they extradited him back to Louisiana, and he shot him right on camera.
Yeah.
That's crap. Now we're talking about we're supposed to be up comic books.
Yeah. We're supposed to talk about comic books,
Tony. I'm always off the rails. I'll tell you.
Well,
what about Faces of Death? You remember that?
yeah, I watched all those, and I actually believed all that shit was real. I didn't realize it was staged.
Some of it was, some of it wasn't. Like the guy, what was the guy's name? That was like a politician. Remember? He pulls a gun out right in a news conference and says, "No, I'm not going to hurt anybody," and shot himself. That one was real.
Oh wow! I remember the one about the Autobahn where the people got decapitated on the Autobahn. That was
Most of it was bull crap. But a few of them I think were.
It was banned in a lot of countries.
I know that. I thought it was scary. I don't even know why we wanted to watch crap like that. Because like there's like, and I'm not going to get into it, but there's like recent events and in recent weeks, stuff I saw that I wish I never saw. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I try to keep up to date with what's going on in the world, like Ukraine. But anyway, what are you looking forward to next? I'm trying to change the subject. What are you looking forward to next week that's coming out from the comic shop?
Well, man, I have to look. I don't even know what's coming out. I get my LCS.
I can share the. No, how do you share anything on here?
Dude, I don't know how to do any of that.
I got it. I figured it out. I'm gonna do something since we got. This will give us something to do.
Okay.
I'll just use my account because I have an account with League of Comic Geeks, and we'll look at October 1st and see what's coming out.
I was gonna say I have one as well.
Okay. Well, I'll do it. It don't matter. Either one can do it. But here we go.
There we go.
We got Absolute Superman 12. Isn't it hard to believe it's been a year since that started? Time flies. We got Batman 2. Hey, check out this though. I want the cover D because it's instead of like the first issue, it's Robin instead of Batman on the cover. So I'm going to get that just to have a matching. But I might get that Totino one. I like this one, but I like the cover A. And then we got Absolute Green Lantern. I heard they were canceling this.
I have no idea, man.
We got Ultimate Wolverine, Ultimate X-Men. Amazing Spider-Man's next week.
Yeah, I got it. I've got the Lee Bermejo already ordered.
Oh, there's the 1/100 Bermejo.
I got the regular Bermejo.
Yeah, I'm not into 1/100. Hold on a minute. I was talking to Mom about ordering a pizza.
All right. I know. Next week I got 3 Speed Racers coming.
Oh man! You know what? I read the first issue for a show I'm with, King of the Nerds review stuff.
Yeah.
And I actually thought it was like the way they did it was like classic Speed Racer. Did you think?
Oh yeah, I loved it. It's a great jumping on point for anybody that's never read Speed Racer. You can read it and it's pretty cool.
Something's Killing the Children 44. I've not read. I always wanted to read that. I'm about to go back and get some trades, maybe read it digitally. I read the first 2 issues.
Dude, I've been. Something's Killing the Children is my jam. I've read every issue.
Birds of Prey is being canceled, so I don't know if this is probably the last issue. But look at this Eon variant. I like that one. I like Black Canary with the fishnets. And it's cool to see Cassandra without the mask on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They always show her the mask. Then we got, I don't know what this is about. Justice League, the Omega Act Special number 1.
No clue.
Let's see what it says. A special oversized prologue to DC's biggest event of the year. Everything since DC All In. Special One has been building to this moment. The time trapper's on the run from Darkseid's Legion. Okay, I don't really care.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go over it real quick. I'm glad this one's coming back. Rook Exodus. Check out this. Oh, hey. Check out these Department of Truth. They got homage to I think this Gunslinger. I know you collect Swan. The Gunslinger. Look, all the variants aren't showing. Oh yeah, Spider-Man Noir comes out next week, and another Revelation Overture, Age of Revelation.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Overture, man. And I don't know if it's show the variants. Yeah, look here, and it's Eric Larson's writing it, but I like this cover right here, the David Mack where he's pointing the gun at the cover. Ooh, they got a Miko Sion. I'm gonna have to get that book. I think there's there's another one I ordered. I'm ordering. It's down here if I can find it. Satanic Panic instead of Satanic Panic. And I want the Daddy Warren Johnson cover. Look at this. That Daddy Warren Johnson looks cool, and I don't know what it's about. You want to? Let's look at it. Spooky stories from terrifying times, featuring bone-chilling tales from some of comics' most fearsome, fabulous, and harrowing artists, with spine-tingling shorts starring Batman, Ambush Bug, Raven, the Demon, Plastic Man, Swamp Thing, and of course, the Mistress of Magic herself, Zatanna. It's going to be about $9.99, but it's an 80-page book, so it's going to be a square bound. And I like that cover A too, but I the best cover to me is this. I just like that kind of grotesque, like kind of thing going on with it. I don't know. I'm kind of weird though. Me and you are kind of weird, Tony. We like gross shit.
Hey,
are you reading Scorched?
Yeah.
I've never. Yeah. Okay, is it any good? I've wondered about that.
I would say that Scorch is probably the least of the ones, but I still like it.
You got Rat City.
I don't read Rat City. I don't read Sam and Twitch or the Shirley Johnson.
Starship Godzilla. I bought issue 1 of Shirley Johnson, but only for that black and white Todd McFarlane cover because I thought it was cool. Now, the blind bags are supposed to come out next week. I don't know for sure if they are, but there you go. I ordered 35 of those things, Tony, and they're Speed Racer. Racer, and we got 2 variants. I guess you ordered all the variants, right?
I ordered all 3 of them.
I guess you're relieved that they kind of slowed down on how many they were putting out.
Yeah, I guess. I should have gotten some. I should have gotten some of the Monster and Wolf blind bags, but I didn't order a single one.
The Trick or Read. When is Trick or Read? When does that happen? You know anything
about that? I know nothing. I know it has something to do with. It's like a Halloween promotion.
But anyway, last week was a heavy week, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it's funny that even though last week was a heavy week, I only got 4 books.
Oh, here's the one I want to talk about, Tony. 2 of the ones I want to talk about. Right here we got G.I. Joe Cold Slither #1.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm looking forward to that.
That comes out next week. There's a blank. I got to get a blank. I got an idea for the blank.
What's that?
I want to get somebody to draw like I don't know, like Ozzy from Bark at the Moon or something on it.
Oh yeah,
the album cover.
That would be cool.
Diary of a Madman or something. I don't know. I just want Ozzy on it. I'm gonna get Ozzy on it. That's all I know. So I'm gonna get the blank and I'll probably get cover A. And then look at this Red Sonja here. I want to show you one. It's Stuart Sager. What, Mom? Do what, Mom? I'm gonna get Mom. Actually, it's not somebody. I'm gonna get Mom to put Ozzy on it. Okay.
That'd be awesome.
And Mom, you've seen what she did with that House of Secrets homage.
Oh yeah, I did.
And she's got a lot of stuff to do, but if anybody wants anything, I could probably make some. I could probably talk her into Yeah, that Stuart Sager variant though. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I like that. But I don't really read. I'd read the old Red Sonja, and then this one looks kind of crazy. The Last Days of H.R. Lovecraft, H.P.
Huh.
Lovecraft. I mean,
HP Lovecraft.
but anyway, and then that Pit Apocalypse. It's always got some crazy covers.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Anyway,
know Rob really loves the Pin Apocalypse.
yeah, I know. I know a couple other people have been getting all of those. And
Yeah.
okay, Monster High Nocturnals is cool. Um, I like that. Minor Threats, The Last Devil Alive. I might have to get that one too. I've been getting into Dark Horse a lot uh, here lately. So
And that
you know what? I
that
kind of like the Restream. Like it didn't take long to share that. Like on mine, on StreamYard, it's like a slog. Some like you know what I mean?
yeah. You kind of briefly went over it, but that Detective Comics facsimile they're showing, that
Yeah.
is that's a reprint of the first appearance of the original Clayface.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
but
cool.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't really have anything else to talk about.
Well, we did pretty good though.
Yeah,
Um,
let me know if you're watching this on the replay or whatever. What y'all think about the restream thing? Like I said, I'm still learning. I'm gonna have to figure out how to add video stuff on here, and because I really missed my intro and my outro. But it is what it is. This is still a learning thing, and like I said, this what I'm doing with this restream, what I'm using now, it's like $16 a month. So I mean, you know, just trying new things. And now for me, what I've got coming up, let's see, I'll be with Matt on Monday for Bad Cinema. I'll be with Matt on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday for Good Cinema. Is it Thursday, Matt?
yeah.
Thursday for Good Cinema, and then later on that night for the Comic Lounge. Now, my live shows, the Into The Comiverse, is going to be every 2 weeks because my schedule fluctuates from week to week. The days I'm off, like one week, I'm working the next week. So I'll be working next weekend. I mean, I could do a live show, but it would be like at late that night. And plus, when you work a 12-hour shift, all you really want to do is just eat and lie down.
Oh,
So, I
I'm bad
mean,
at. I remember
so
working when I worked a night shift one time. Man,
luckily I'm on day shift now, so that's pretty cool. I actually got used to sleeping on at nights again. That didn't take long. But anyway, y'all, I want to thank everybody for watching this episode and for hanging out with Grandpa Starscream, hanging out with Matt from Heroes for Hire Comic Club. Thanks for being a part of the show. And like I said in the comments, let me know what y'all think about the restream. Uh, I'll experiment a little bit more, and who knows? I may keep it. I may go back to StreamYard. You never know. Hell, I may even try Streamlabs. I don't know. We'll see. Anything to save a buck, I guess. But I don't want to undermine quality just to save money. So, but until next time, everybody, be safe, take care, and God bless. And we'll see y'all next time.